they can just run straight up to you.
Well,
And exploit you.
just to let you guys know, it's Sunday and I am on the AFL app. And I'm speaking, the games haven't finished yet. There's two more games still on. It's St Kilda and Melbourne and Brisbane and Collingwood. For now, anyway. But just to let some of you other game enthusiasts know, on Friday there was the Tigers and D's game, or the Tigers versus Dockers, I should say. And I'm shocked when I actually saw this up. It was 77 points difference. It was 110 to 110 to 33. Which was like I said, I just recently looked at this, so I was pretty shocked to see it. Now let's move on to some of the Saturday games, and then the Sundays, and the rest of today's. It was the first game on Saturday was Cats versus Giants, and that was 61 point difference, 93 to 32, and that was 14 goals and 9 behinds to 4 goals and 8 behinds. Now I'm going to be moving on to the Dogs and Sons game. And that was 11-15 to 10-12, and the Bulldogs won by 9 points. Excuse me again. It was 81 for the Bulldogs to 72 to the Suns. That was for the MARS Stadium. Now let me move on to the Bombers and Hawks game. It was 10-7, 67 and 13-12, 90. So the Hawks won there. Now let me just quickly move on to the Optus Stadium game. The Eagles versus the Powers. It was 16-6, 102 to 9-6, 60. So, and knowing me, I'd rather the Eagles over the Dockers any day. But, you know, I am sorry for the Dockers lost by 77 points against the Richmond Tigers. Now let me move on to my favourite teams, quote unquote. Sydney Swans, which is my number 1, and North Melbourne, which is my number 2. And Sydney Swans only lost by 2 points here by the looks of it against the Kangas, and that looks like it was a pretty close game by the end by the looks of it. It was 9-12 to 66 for the Swans, and 9-14 for 68 for the Kangaroos. That was for the Sydney and Kangaroos game. Now let me move on to the Adelaide Oval game, which is the Adelaide Crows and Carlton. And it was 19-11, 125 to 10-10, 70. Excuse me. And that was a 55 point difference there. Now let me move on to, well, that was the last one so far. Now let me move on to the game for now, the fourth quarter of St Kilda and Melbourne. After these two games finish, I'll be posting it on YouTube with these two games finishing. But for St Kilda and Melbourne, it's for now in round 4, 61 to 106. So that's 45 there, 45 points. And for Brisbane Lions and Collingwood, that would be Brisbane Lions and who has 8 goals, literally 48, and the Collingwood team having 10 goals and 10 goals and 3 points, and that's 63. That's 15 points difference. And that would probably wrap up my video for now, for round 7. Well, until these 2 games are finished. Once these 2 finish, I'll probably be posting another video on the 2 games that have finished. Excuse me again. That have finished, and I will be after these 2 games finishes, probably when I get the chance next week, since it's normally like 2-3 videos a week, really, a couple of videos a week. As some of you who are subscribed with me so far probably know, there's a couple of videos a week. But yeah, so far I'll tell you the games after, or the 2 games that are playing now after, since all games but 2 have finished. But yeah, I will post this on YouTube right now, and I will talk to you very, very soon, probably in about an hour or 2, probably 5 o'clock maybe, depends. And alright, so I'll see you later, bye. And football is magic.